Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dennis here with Grass Monkey Lawn Care coming at you with a video this evening, guys. Hey, spring is here finally. It's finally here. Weather's finally getting nice. Grass is finally starting to grow. Time to start mowing. So, with that being said, if you watched my last video, you knew about my financial trouble and what I needed to do to fix it. It's called planning, and knowing your numbers. So this video is all about numbers, guys. So after I made my great mistake of last couple months of not planning for the month of March, I sat down and went over everything again just to make sure my plan was set in stone. It was going to be a plan that worked and a plan that saved my tail from making the same mistake twice. So I'm going to share with you my numbers, what I need to run and why I need to run them, and let's talk about it. So that being said, the numbers game, guys, people talk about knowing your numbers, but not too many people talk about sharing their numbers. Some people think it's bad to share their information out there as far as their business, what they're running, what they're doing, you know, what their expenses are and stuff like that. Me, I'm not afraid to share that, guys, that information with you guys. So let's dive into this, guys. So my numbers. So basically my monthly goal for numbers is going to be $11,000 a month in total sales. With that being said, there's going to be some expenses, right, guys? We have our insurance, we have fuel, we have cell phone, all that fun stuff. And with my business, I keep my equipment at a storage facility. That is also an expense I have to account for. And also in the same operating expense would be paying for equipment that has money loaned out on. So we're shooting for $11,000 a month. With that $11,000, $10,000 of it will be mowing, and the other $1,000 will be all side work. That's the goal. As of right now, I'm roughly about 6 to 7 clients off the mowing list to hit my $10,000 mark. And then the side work just keeps kind of funneling in right now, so I don't really foresee a problem making the extra $1,000 a month on the side stuff, because there's always stuff to be trimmed, miscellaneous landscape jobs, you name it. I'm getting calls for it. I'm already booked 4 weeks out, and hopefully that trend can kind of continues up and we hit that mark. So those operating costs, guys. So my operating cost a month just to run my business, like I said, that's fuel, which is about $560 a month. And fuel, that's for truck and mowers and mixed fuel. We have cell phone bill, which, guys, I got Verizon, so I don't know what you guys got, but I have 2 lines, which would be my line and my wife's, which is all on a business plan. Ain't cheap, guys. Cell phones ain't cheap. It's about $200 a month for cell phone service. Outrageous. You got that figured in. You got your insurance figured in, which I have general liability and workers' comp and my equipment. So I mean, that's roughly about $250 to $300 a month. And then I'm going to also be using the rest of that operating expense, which I figured in payments on mowers and paying extra on that stuff into it. So we're roughly into it for about $1,600 to $1,700 a month just to operate the business. That's just to operate monthly, guys. Monthly. That's your number. You can never get rid of. That number will always be there. It's something you're going to face every month. Might as well deduct it every month that you're rolling. And you got to figure, not the mowing season, the whole year that's coming out. The whole year. All that's coming out. It's not going to stop. Other than the fuel. The fuel will drop way off as far as that goes. And then basically you're back to just your personal vehicle and fuel and that, because you won't have your mower running, you won't have your business truck running, etc., through the winter months, most likely, unless you push snow, which I don't. So, but just plan on all that for 12 months minus the fuel for some of that. So, and basically, guys, I try to do all my mowing in 4 days. It's kind of gotten to the 4.5 day thing now, but my daily goal needs to be about $550, guys. Daily goal of $550 to meet that number I need to meet. So every day I need to roll back into my driveway knowing that I made $550 in order to achieve the numbers I need to hit. If I don't hit 550 a day, then I'm not doing something right, and I need to find a way to supplement that income, whether that's adding new customers in for mowing or trying to pick up extra side work, whether it's landscape work, shrub trimming, whatever it might be, to help make that up. And so in my business, there's days that I have a big number, there's days there's a little lower, but it kind of all averages out. I'm close to that number, guys, not far off. I'm really close. But you got to know what you need to make a day to achieve the number you need to make every month to save back what you need to do. Pay this, pay this, pay this, pay this, and pay that. So basically, let's break that down. So 11,000. So we got, let's just say 1,600 coming out of that. I'm going to pay myself my salary. I'm also kicking in $3,300 a month into a winter fund, guys. A winter fund. And so what I'm planning for is November, December, January, February, and March to get me rolling, because that's what killed me this season, was not planning for March. So we have all those months accounted for, and if you take that, and I got April, May, June, July, and August, and September, 6 months of savings, guys. So I have, with that money rolling, that'll mean there'll be an extra $3,300 there, just in case something silly happens. You know, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what comes up. Say nothing happens, you have that extra money there, you have it there. Doesn't hurt anything to sit there, right? But you got to know what the hell you're doing with your numbers, guys. Don't make the mistake I made this past season. See, I'm learning from this. I'm knowing exactly what I need to do. And so basically, after I pay for operating expense, my salary, saving for winter, the leftovers are for the taxes, guys. And then don't be afraid to kind of, as extra money rolls in, let's say 1 month you do 12.5, don't just go spend it. Push it back in a tax fund. You never know what you're going to pay in taxes exactly to the T. So why not have a little bit of a buffer there, just in case you have to pay more than what you expected. And then typically what happens in my business too is come September is we get this huge kick in income. As far as we go from like the overseedings, the aerations, verticutting thing in September. And basically what that does is it adds an extra $6,000 to $8,000 that month in September and in early October into what I'm already doing, because for some reason it's a big thing here and we make a lot of money doing it. So, but you can't plan for that number, but since you're already kind of working your way through the season, hopefully you're saving that money like you're supposed to and you have your money set aside. So all that extra money, if it comes in and let's say, you know, mowing slowing down a little bit and your mowing went down and you're only doing like 8,000, but then you have another 6,000 come in off the aerations and overseedings. See where I'm going with that? You still made your number and you have a little extra there. Kick it back to the side for whatever it might be, for a rainy day, or, you know, just let it sit. But see, I really had to sit down and think hard about the mistakes I've made and how to fix them. So now I have a game plan moving forward this season and knowing what I need to make a day, exactly what my expenses are, what I'm kicking back for my winter fund, what I'm going to be saving for the tax money, the tax man, so he doesn't come get me. And I'm kind of projecting out a little bit down the road. That way, when the season starts to wind down, I'm not pulling my hair out going, oh, I don't have enough money. What am I going to do? So just want to share with you guys the process I've been going through since the last video I made to now. I really sat down and thought hard about it, was crunching numbers, what did I need to save, what I needed to do exactly to make it through November, December, January, February, and March. And according to my plan and what I'm looking at as far as numbers go, I'll have a little extra just in case. So that's my video, guys. Just want to share with you what I was doing. what I was learning and what I was working on these past 5 days while I haven't made a video, and I would share it with you guys. My plan for this season, not to make the same mistake twice. As always, guys, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Any comments, leave them down below for me. And as always, guys, I appreciate everybody watching the videos. I really do. Thank you so much. And as always, guys, have a great week and stay prosperous. Thanks a lot.